Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Shmini. And yes, Shmini, it's the 8th day after dedication of the temple. And but among all the numerous mitzvahs of Sefer Vayikra, book of Vayikra, the third book of Torah, among all the offerings and worshiping in the temple, finally, in our weekly Torah portion, we get to the practical laws, the laws of kosher. You will tell me, oh my God, kosher again, those details, this yes, this no, this you eat, scales, fins, hoofs, and so on. Why God cares about all those details? Actually, He does. And we could escape all this detailization of what comes to our mouths, what we should eat and what we shouldn't eat. Not that everything we will be allowed to eat, but it could be much easier. Why? Because for this we have to go back to original mitzvah, the first ever mitzvah that human being given by Kadosh Baruch Hu, commanded by Kadosh Baruch Hu. No, it's not dedication of the new months that the first mitzvah the Jewish people receive from Hashem. No, it's not be fruitful, multiply. No, the first real commandment that God gives to the people, to one human, Adam, man and woman together. He tells him, Tochal, eat. Mikol pri etz pri agan tochal. From all the trees that gives the fruit in the Garden of Eden, in the heavenly garden, just eat. This was the first mitzvah. The second commandment was a negative commandment. First was a positive commandment. Next one was prohibition. Yes, you eat from everything besides one tree. From the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, do not eat. One positive, one negative commandment. And truth is, those two commandments included everything in the Torah. This is why kosher is so important. But how we got to all those details is because one said eat and this don't eat. Because what happened after Adam Rishon transgressed the first prohibition, the second mitzvah, not to eat from tree of knowledge of good and evil, what happened, Alter Rebbe, the founder of Chabad movement, explained much deeper level. He says that it became a mix of understanding. Before that, Adam Rishon had this capability of, in a second, instantly, to distinguish what has to be done and what shouldn't be done. What to touch, what not to touch. What to do, what not to do. Not good and bad, not good and evil. No. What is necessary to do, what is not. What is obligation, what is not. What is a prohibition. Not because it's good and bad. And when we ate the fruit of tree of knowledge, good and evil, this understanding became mixed. The evil became a part of us. It's all mixed in reality, and this is why we're living today in a world of the mixed values, or mixed priorities. It's very difficult for us to distinguish good from evil because it's all subjective, based on our mind. And at the moment that we transgress and ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, we were banished from heavenly garden. And when the Jewish people received the Torah on Mount Sinai with all the details, 613 commandments, it gives us a roadmap how to come back to this heavenly garden, the original state when there was just two mitzvahs, and there is an instant understanding what is good, what is bad. Not really good and bad, but what is done, what is not to be done, what you should utilize, what you should not utilize, what you should touch and use, what you should not touch and use. It's not good and evil. It's about what are your obligations to do and what are your obligations not to do. And this idea of yes and no, 1 and 0, it's actually rooted in all the existence. It's in a relationship between husband and wife. It's an education for the children, how we raise the children, and how we govern the country. Everything is about yes and no. Adam Rishon was given by default this ability to distinguish. We were given Torah. And maybe it's difficult to achieve this understanding on all the levels, but you know what? Let's start with the kosher, with what yes and what no. Thank you very much. Good luck. See you next week.